What is up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scout Reports. Today I am bringing you an anime review of Arslan Senki, aka the heroic legend of Arslan, Season 2, Episode 2, and today's moral or today's theme was basically shake it up. As we saw at the end of the episode, another chess piece has come onto the board in the form of King Andragoras, and he is changing the game of everything that Arslan has planned, or anybody at this matter, as the former king is now back onto the field and he wants his throne back. So much so that's how the episode starts, with showing him escape the captivity of the Lustrianians, heading right back to Ekabana to reclaim his throne, which is now being taken over by Arslan, or set to be taken over by Arslan, as they're making their way still to the royal fortress to reclaim everything and to make Arslan the rightful king of the throne. So that is a big, huge game changer for the story overall, because we're right back to the position that we started from the very beginning of the series. If Andragoras gets the kingship again, and Arslan would have to take the back seat and just be the humble prince once more, instead of the person that he grew to be, that we saw him through and become throughout this series. So while that is going on, we also have the Turians who are licking their wounds after being defeated last episode. The king doesn't really know what to do. He knows he wants to try again, and one of the commanders says that, you know what, these guys at Peshawar Fortress, the Pars, they're not that strong. We can probably overtake them just by strength alone. And this is kind of verified by another soldier who was captured, who makes his way back to the Turians and says that they don't have that big of a force inside. If we can get inside of their castle and pillage them for what they have, we can easily take it over. So they're going to put on their boots, try once more, and get that salty run back to try to take Peshawar Forest over once more. So the Turians arrive at the castle, and they even go as far as getting people that they've taken hostage, and not only threaten but start to kill these people one by one in order to try to force Arslan to come out, lower the gates so they can possibly get in and do what they need to do at the castle. And it is here that we see the strategy once again from Narcissus, saying that this is the type of thing that Arslan needs. Even though Daryun was going to go after him and chase after him and stop him from going out, Narcissus says that things like this is going to have to be natural for Arslan. He's going to have to learn how to make a decision for something this small on the fly. Of course, as his men, we need to follow him, but he has to make the decisions on his own. Even though we are his council, we can't always be the answer. If he plans to be a true king, he needs to make his own decisions. And of course, Arslan chooses to go out and save the people that are being slaughtered by the Turians, as he's just disgusted by this king's actions. And he takes the fight to him directly, taking his soldiers and charging forward. And you know Daryun's always ready to fight. He was happy to go out there and help. And we also get to see Arslan go in a little bit, as that pleases Daryun as well, saying he has grown a lot as a king, or as a soldier in general, as he usually would have second guessed himself and not took himself into this battle to fight the king directly, probably at one point, what he does. Now, he does slip up a little bit, and if it wasn't for Justawar, I believe that's his name, Just Want. If it wasn't for Just Want being there, he probably would have got wrecked, as Arslan was about to get sneak attacked, but Just Want was able to stop the person. Arslan kept the fight going. And actually, it was the return of Eaze who comes back and makes the save and the play of the game, using a little bit of Overwatch to help Arslan and crew turn the tides, as they are able to defeat the Turian soldiers once again. Salty run back lost. These guys got their tail kicked twice already, as they're going back to their kingdom. And also we got to see Daryun just straight up cleanly defeat somebody with no effort. This guy is such a beast. Daryun always makes everything seem like it's just no effort at all needed in order for him to win the battle. So it's always kind of good to see that too. So the day is saved and everybody heads back to the castle to celebrate their victory and the return of the great Eaze. Back at the castle celebration, Tuss is praised for actually saving the day in a way, because the Turians were trying to do a flank and they came up with a plan that actually it was a fake flank. And again, this was all set up by Narcissus, who kind of knew that this is what they were going to do. So he split the army and sent them another way, and they completed their side of the mission, making it easier for them to overcome and win overall. Eaze goes ahead and informs Arslan that Silver Mask is after the legendary sword that he was able to lose and is now in possession of the Lustrianians. And that is when things get shaken up, because just when things seem like everything is nice and happy, along returns King Andragoras coming back. And he's a little bit salty that Arslan is sitting in that throne and is planning to take over the kingdom, as he punishes Arslan and his crew, telling them that since you tried to take my throne from me, you are all exiled to go out there and reclaim everything that was lost in my absence, and do not return to this castle until you have 50,000 men. Wow, that is a big change, because you also have to look at it in the sense that everybody probably feels more allegiance to Arslan than this guy right now too. So they're all out in the dirt until they can get everything back and come back. Just like Daryun said, it was pretty much exile for them. And the regular king, or the king of the former, is back on the throne. So that was the end of the episode. Again, it was a very battle heavy episode once again. That's 2 episodes in a row that over half the episode was pretty much focused on battle, but at the same time we got a little bit of strategy and a little bit of self-reflecting between Arslan and the others. And another solid episode, is this is only going to be 8 and we're already 2 episodes down, so they can't afford to drag things along too much. So some of the points about the episode, and again, I mentioned this last time before, and it's been my problem with Arslan overall, but it's also been a good thing, is Narcissus. Narcissus always has the answers, even to the point in this episode where he predicted that Arslan would rush out there and try to, you know, save the people and take the king. So it was up to him to come up with the plan, which was the fake flank, to try to help them, you know, win. But like, how did he know this guy was going to flank? Sometimes, unless you go back and read it again, that doesn't come off as clear. It just comes off as Narcissus just knew. And something that I always said, but I actually got this episode, is that Pars needed to have that crushing defeat. And even though they won on the battlefield, they effectively lost with King Andragoras coming back and exiling them all out of spite for them trying to take over in his loss. But come on, bro, what are they supposed to do? And another thing with the Turians, you know, that king, for retreating, he was also killed by his commander. So they're going to try to take over again, even though they've already lost to his army twice, because they feel they can just take this army of Pars just with brute strength. And he should know by now, this is the second time they've lost it. They're just not going to do it that way. These guys are fodder, and I think they're just there to be adversaries or to stand in the way for Arslan. And I would have liked to have seen Silver Mask again in this episode, because we only have 8, so we can't waste characters as well. I would like to see what he was up to as he's on the pursuit of getting his sword back. But another high point of the episode, it was good to see the return of Eaze and to see his interaction with Finagrease, who still pretty much brushes him off while he's like, "Oh my dear, I know you've left ever since I was gone. Your heart was lonely, but I'm back." And she's just like, "What are you talking about? Get out of my face, dude. No, I don't like you like that." So that was good as well. And Arslan, again, is another solid series. And it's good that it returned this solid as well, because with so much strength that we have in this spring season, this summer season, there's no room for mediocre. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for joining me as always. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's no shortage of content for you guys on this channel to check out. And be sure to join me later as I review ReZero, and I plan on reviewing Orange as well. We'll just have to see how things go. At the very least, it'll be probably at a later date, but I'm going to cover that as well. Also, as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now if you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.